I think when we talk about Black and brown bodies, indigenous bodies, we've been living amidst pandemic for centuries. I'm a person, I'm a human being, I'm a dad, I'm a founder of Public Assistance.
I am the executive director and founder of Brave Space Alliance, which is the first LGBT community center on the south side of Chicago, fully ran by Black and brown trans people.
And the work that I do revolves around individual, couples therapy, group therapy, as well as working with people that are experiencing racial trauma, healing, as well as eating disorders.
So during this particular climate, there was a lot of fear, a lot of scaring, fear-mongering. And I sit in a particular narrative as a Black, brown, and queer and trans person. So it was multitudes of feeling like I'm Wonder Woman knocking off bullets left and right.
Feelings of urgency, surely anxiety, anger, rage, sadness.
The aggression of racism on the street to trying to make sure my partner was protected because of COVID-19.
It is work to combat all those feelings with ones of peace and joy and calm and healing.
I think it's important that first we notice where that aggression or that assault sits in our body. So oftentimes we might internalize those feelings. And so it could be sitting in our chest or on our shoulders or even just, in our belly area. So noticing that when someone does that to us, where does that feeling automatically go? And then what does our body automatically feel?
It's harder to know when to take breaks or to rest or to eat. But I also find on a more energetic and spiritual level, I'm so held by my community.
I have noticed that people are coming in more with panic attacks. They're coming in more often than not saying that they're having pain in their body. They're coming in saying that they have this chronic fatigue. And so those are some of the responses to the trauma that they haven't addressed, or maybe they haven't even noticed that they've been internalizing. And so I think it's important that we start with listening first and noticing what our bodies need from us.
We can't forget who we are in this moment. We can cry, we can be sad, but also find your circle, find your tribe. There we go. Find your tribe.
I've been able to preserve myself, my health, my wealth by keeping folks around me who I know love me.
I like being around crowds and like talking to people. But in this moment, it's a time of resetting oneself and give yourself a chance to breathe, to heal. What I've done in this particular moment is trying to get my small things done. Like, I call my salon, y'all get y'all masks, you got shields on. I try to get my hair done or my nails done. I know they protect themselves. I let them know I have a 3-month-old. They figure out ways to help me. And it's okay to ask these particular type of questions when you go into space. Like, I'm trying to protect myself, but I also am trying to protect you as well.
As we're going through the multiple things that are happening, it's important that we give back more to ourselves and pour more into ourselves, especially since we're being more depleted with all of the things that are happening right now.
We're told that we must think about others before we think about ourselves, but it's okay to think about ourselves at this time.
That's a learning curve for me, being able to say to people, no, I can't do this right now, or no, I need to be alone right now. And I'm finding a lot of those needs or wants personally are new for me.
We deserve to feel joy. We deserve to feel all of our emotions. I don't label our emotions as negative or positive. I just see them as things that are constantly communicating to us what we need and what we feel.
Say that you're angry. It's okay to show that you're angry. It's okay to prove that your anger is valid, because all of our anger is valid in this particular moment.
This year, joy for me looks like taking control of our own lives by making the things we want to make, by not asking for the space or the time to do so.
But also, Black joy is just being in the moment, in the midst of fighting against our oppressors. There's joy in that.
I also do things like singing, listening to music, dancing, drawing, painting, all of those are ways that can bring us joy because they allow ourselves to create. And I think that creativity can also lead us back to seeing that there's possibility and hope.
I implore you to hold on to your joy in those moments. I implore you to hold on to your peace, to your calm, and to not be so activated by antagonism or activated by your own traumas or projections, and allow for it to roll off you like beads of water.
So joy comes in all different shades and different textures, but it's something about the understanding that my Black joy is connected to other Black people. Because when they smile, I smile. When they're happy, I'm happy. When they're dancing, the rhythm, it makes me dance.